Hi guys, I'm DJ Alex Brown and welcome to today's gig log. In today's gig log, we are at the wedding of Jeremy and Megan here at Newport Beach House in Middletown, Rhode Island. For today's wedding, I'll be providing services for the ceremony, cocktail hour, and reception. For the reception today, I have my glow tower lighting, which you may have seen in previous gig logs. I also have 20 uplights in the room today. And we're also doing the custom monogram with the keepsake necklace. So make sure you stick around if you want to learn more about some of those lighting options. Right now we're going to head over and go take a look at the ceremony setup. The ceremony and cocktail hour are in the same room today because this is a February wedding, so we're obviously indoor for everything. In that ceremony and cocktail hour space, we'll be using the same speaker setup for the ceremony and the cocktail hour. And as usual, I have my digital mixer, which I'll be using to tune the lavalier microphone for the officiant. There is no readings today, so I don't have a separate handheld microphone, but in the event that there was readings, I would have a separate microphone for that. The ceremony is actually happening in front of a nice fireplace that you can see here in the room. With the setup times today, I didn't get a chance to get in before everyone came in, so as you can see, everybody is kind of filtering in prior to the ceremony right now. And now we're going to take a quick look at the ceremony as it happens. It's a fairly straightforward ceremony today. It's just 3 songs, a bridal party processional, a bride's processional, and a recessional. So now we'll take a look at the cocktail hour. Like I mentioned earlier, the cocktail hour is in the same room as the ceremony, so all I have to do is actually just turn the speaker a little bit. During the cocktail hour, the venue staff actually is flipping the chairs from the ceremony into the reception room to use around the tables. So for the cocktail hour, they do of course have the bar directly in that room. There's a permanent bar. They also have their card table down towards the end of the room, which is sort of a modified L shape where you kind of go around the bar to get to that table. Outside of this area, there's also a fire pit, and that can be used during the summertime as an additional sort of cocktail hour space. So now we're going to take a look at my reception setup. Like I said, I do have my glow tower lighting, uplighting, and my custom monogram here today. I also have my sort of marquee signboard that I use specifically to help dress up my table a little bit and have a little extra lighting feature. I have this set to blue, which is one of the wedding colors and one of the uplighting colors, so that everything is matching in the room today. We are doing alternating colors on the uplights today, so basically what we do for that is the bride and groom can just choose 2 different colors and we can alternate the lights. And of course, when I go around and set the lights up, I do set the lights up in a way that they're going to look good when they're caught in pictures, for example, of the bride and groom's entrance. Especially there's a door just off screen to my left here, and we actually put the same color lights on that door so that it looks symmetrical when the bride and groom come in through this door. So that's just a quick example of some of the little fine details that can make a big difference, especially after your wedding day when you get those wedding photos. So for now, I'm going to sign off for a moment and we're going to take a look at the wedding party introductions as they happen. We have a relatively short set of wedding party introductions, and the timeline will be moving pretty quickly through that. So the next time that you'll be hearing from me is likely going to be during dinner, when I will touch base and we'll chat a little bit about the rest of the timeline for the night.
What I would like to do is be able to talk about
just everything else. And this guy, when I met him, I just didn't understand what was going on, and it just turned into...
Who is Megan? So one day at work, I had the worst day in the whole wide world. Like, it was just awful. I mean, just start to finish awful.
This is an ode to Megan and Jeremy. I wrote it last year, so I thought I'd repeat it for those of you who weren't here. Ode to Megan and Jeremy. Once upon
Hi guys, so we just finished up with the wedding party introductions, the first dance, and the toast, and the blessing. It was a pretty busy couple of minutes there, and unfortunately I didn't get a clip of the wedding party coming in because my head was just too wrapped up in doing the announcements, getting everybody lined up. But the names were relatively easy tonight, and the bride did give me really, really good phonetic spellings of all the names, so they were super easy for me to pronounce, even though not all of them were the easiest names. Introductions went very well, and actually, as a quick kind of funny note, when I went to line the groomsmen, bridesmaids, best man, and the couple up for their introductions, the bride Megan complimented me on this tie, which is sort of has this iridescent thing going on where it's, if you look at it this way, it's blue, and if you look at it this way, it's black. So I thought that was kind of interesting, and I've never been complimented on this specific tie before. But so basically they're in there having dinner right now, and I'm just about to sit down and have my dinner. So we'll be back after dinner to go into some of the special dances and the cake cutting, and then also right after those things we'll be moving into dancing. Okay, so I just got word that we're gonna be doing some more speeches, which is a typical thing to have some things added last minute on weddings. It's definitely something that's not strange to me. I've seen it very many times, and so it's not a big deal, but I did just want to peep in and say that we do have a couple of things getting added before the mother-in-law son dance and the cake cutting and stuff like that. But we'll be running from those added speeches directly through those events, and then we'll start dancing. So it should be a quick rest of the night, and I probably won't be seeing you until after we're done here and all packed away.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
So usually with gig logs, I wrap up the video after I'm done packing everything up. Usually I'll do it either outside of the venue or I'll do it inside. Obviously I want to be courteous to the venue staff. It was a very, very cold night outside, so I couldn't do it outside, and I didn't want to do it inside because I didn't want to keep the venue staff any longer. So that's why I chose to record this at home. The DJs that are watching this are probably going to gripe about the fact that I'm doing it at home and they want me to do it at the venue. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm not going to prioritize this gig log over, you know, allowing the venue staff to go home. That's definitely not the priorities. If you heard me talk about it through the video, I don't like to prioritize the gig log over anything else. I will always sacrifice the gig log to make sure that the ceremony is set up on time and the reception runs on time. I'm never gonna, you know, pop out and do a gig log clip unless I actually have the time to do it. I apologize that there was no extra clip for the extra speeches. It just totally slipped my mind because we were right at the end of dinner and, you know, just going bang, bang, bang. We're gonna do these speeches. We're gonna go straight into dancing and cake cutting and all these things. So I also forgot to mention at the start of the video that I have been to this venue before. It was in the summer, so it was a little bit different doing a winter wedding here, obviously, because during the summer months you're doing ceremonies outside, which, you know, are directly overlooking the water and the beach, and the layout is typically a little different. But I do have another wedding coming up, I believe in May or June of this year, at Newport Beach House, same venue. If I have the chance, I will try and do a gig log of that. If you've seen some of my past gig logs, you may have heard me talk about tuning mics for ceremony. I did quickly mention it for this wedding. However, it didn't require a lot of tuning because this room, the way it was set up, sounded really good and there wasn't a lot of echo or feedback, so I really didn't have to do very much with the microphone. I know I also didn't mention the monogram and monogram necklace very much, even though I had promised to at the start of the video. But I did want to just quickly mention it, and I'll show you a picture of how the monogram necklace came out. But I do, for all of my monograms, do a keepsake necklace that comes with it that I mail to the bride after, and this is just what that looks like. Now, you may have seen on the screen for one of the special dances, mother-in-law / son dance, and I just wanted to quickly make a mention of that because a lot of people contacted me, brides specifically, saying, hey, I want to do this dance. Is this normal? Can we do this? And I always say, absolutely. You know, it's your wedding. We'll customize it to what your needs and wants are. But it's very common to see different dances than mother-son. I've seen plenty of mother, stepson, mother-in-law, son. I've even seen the bride being the mother dancing with her son and doing the special little choreographed dance to a Disney song because the kid was like 5. I think I have a picture of that, so I'll try and stick that in. Just to throw that out there, if you're a bride or groom watching this video, that is not at all uncommon. Don't feel like it is. You know, if you end up hiring me as your DJ, or really anyone as your DJ, they shouldn't have any problem doing a mother-in-law son dance or any sort of special dance that you want to add to your wedding. If they don't give you a wedding organizer like I do, then you would just want to make sure that you make that known ahead of time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Leave me a comment letting me know if you liked it and what you liked. And make sure you subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell to stay up to date when I post new gig logs like this one. And also make sure you subscribe if you want to see the next wedding that I have here in a couple of months. And if you are a bride or groom looking for a wedding DJ in the Rhode Island or southeastern Massachusetts area, check out the links in the description to my website if you want to learn more about my services. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can go straight to the contact page of my website and do any number of things, such as sending me an email, filling out a request for information form, or scheduling a phone call with me. Once again, thanks so much for watching. That's going to wrap this one up. Peace.